Chuckles.
Sup?
So, yeah, I finally got to do some good with this whole YouTube channel thing.
Oh, really?
I did me an interview.
An interview?
Yeah. I sat down with one of my oldest friends, one of my best friends, and his father was full Puerto Rican, which makes him half.
Yeah.
And he explained more of what's kind of going on in Puerto Rico, and we got to talking about it one day, and I just decided, fuck it, let's throw it up on camera and see what happens, and let's just, let's give you a little taste. I want to go back and ask you about your family. Earlier, you mentioned having a lot of relatives.
Yes.
But have you heard back from everyone?
That's an interesting question. To answer that simply, no. Again, I have a very large family. We have, it is absolutely massive. There are some areas of Puerto Rico where the majority of the city is family. I have been able to get a hold of many of my cousins, and I am so grateful for that. But there are so many that, when I had gone to the island previous times, that maybe I just met in passing, or just loosely related cousins that I'm not in as close communication with as I would like to be. So unfortunately, no, I haven't really been able to hear from everyone. I do know that one of my closer cousins just recently lost his entire home in Puerto Rico. Some of the houses aren't built as sturdily as they need to be to handle something of that kind of devastation, and their houses are gone. I have been searching for weeks, and I still haven't gotten a clear answer as to the family home in Juan de Diaz that myself and 4 generations have been through. I don't know if that home exists anymore. I don't know if Ito's down the street where you could go and get your supplies from anytime you woke up in the morning, if that's there anymore. I don't know if my cousins in the mountains are okay. I don't know if my cousins coming down to Ponce are okay. And it's just 3.5 million people that don't have what they need. 3.5 million Americans. And the fact that we can't get basic medical supplies to make sure that, if we have children on respirators, that they can live, to make sure that we have gas or diesel for generators for, children that need surgeries, or for elderly people, or to make sure the doctors have what they need to perform their proper surgeries. Just knowing that there's that many people, that many Americans, that many of my family, it's devastating, because you don't get a solid answer as to who's okay. I'm so grateful to hear of my family that is doing well, and please know that you're all in my thoughts, but there are so many more that I have no idea what's going on with, and I think that's what's the most terrifying.
So, what you just saw in that clip, you know, he. It's been like 2 weeks, 2, 3 weeks, depending on when this video comes out, and he still hasn't heard back from all of his family.
Ugh, that's rough.
Yeah. And he can't get a hold of them. It's like they have nothing at all. And it's just sad to see that. And I don't know, it's just appalling, some of the things that may or may not be happening,
Yeah.
And it's all speculation, because who the fuck really knows what's happening. But if I'm reading the right sources, there's a lot of fucking assholery going on, and it kind of needs to end.
Yeah.
They're still United States civilians.
Mm-hmm.
Each and every one of them. And, we're told that America comes first. America comes first. We need to do what's best for our country.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, well, what about your civilians? Like, I get that it's not, you can't fund it all. I'm not saying that any one person should fund it all, because there's just too much. It's like 300 billion or something like that. It's fucking astronomical. The hospitals aren't working right now. They don't have power.
Jesus.
People on ventilators are just going. Like, Like,
It's ridiculous.
we forget these things because it's not really happening to us. Like, do you remember Sandy? Hurricane Sandy? Mm-hmm. Do you remember how much that sucked? We could go down to, like, you know, Tennessee or Illinois or,
Yeah.
you know, Indiana and get us some food. They have to, like, you know, make boats out of their own houses and shit. Like, they're flooded.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do.
Like, the only way that they can get food or water, clean water, which, by the way, from this interview, you'll hear about the water situation down there as well, and it's not pretty. And I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Like, they're not... This isn't something that's an easy fix. It's something that's also not a cheap fix. But it needs to be fixed. But my main worry is just being able for everyone to come back or come out of it alive the best that they can. Because, don't get me wrong, I'm not stupid. There was going to be deaths. Everyone knew it.
Yeah.
But it's been weeks, and people still haven't heard back from their loved ones. And that means one of two things. One, it makes sense because there's no power down there, which means there's no way of being able to get a hold of anybody. Or two, they're dead. You know.
Yeah, a lot of us don't know what that's like because we've never had to deal with that situation.
Like, imagine your sister works down in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Was she affected at all by the hurricane?
She had no power. Other than that, she was fine, but it was still a little scary. She wasn't worried, just because she lives in Florida and that's just Tuesday for them. But yeah, I was a little worried for a minute, but everything turned out okay. Thank God.
Yeah. I like your sister.
Yeah.
Good person.
She's aight.
Yeah. But yeah. So I hope that you go, and if we don't have it linked here, please check out the interview. You know, we're just trying to do our best, and something that I came to the conclusion while filming this is the majority of the time, the only time you can do good through a medium like this is when something really bad happens. And that's what happened. Something really bad happened. A lot of lives are lost. A lot of people are dying. People aren't able to get the necessary, you know, medicine needed for them to stay alive because there's really not an island anymore. It's just water and wood and people's houses and people's lives just floating on down the river. And it would just be nice if anyone can, that they take time, either donate their energy, their time, yet again, or any kind of money, anything. Like, I'm really hoping that, you know, I could get a passport sometime soon, because,
Yeah.
you know, when I make millions from this, like, that's the shit I want to do. Like, I would like to go down in those areas, like, just all over the world when some shit goes down, like,
Right.
you know, take a band of jackasses with me, but, I don't know. Sad.
Definitely.
This has been another segment of Chair Shot Gaming. I'm Johnny Homicide.
I'm Ryan Dudley.
Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you.